Hello and happy pre-spooky day. Y'all, these teeth probably gonna fall out my mouth while I'm doing this, so y'all don't talk shit about me. But yeah, I tried to put them in they prosthetics, but they keep trying to come out. But anyway, I did my best. This blood dusty that I tried to do on the side because it's a tattoo instead of blood. So before my teeth fall out, let's continue with the Saturday scares the day before Halloween. Um, Today I have videos by Valencia, Isaiah, Anxious Black American Scream Queen, and Sam Summer 110. So I'm gonna try to get these out for y'all. By the time y'all watch this, I'm probably streaming on Twitch because that's my plan to do most of the day. When I do games, I'll probably switch to YouTube, but for movies, of course, Twitch. Oh my god. I try, y'all. And then I can't even get my cape on how I want because all this stupid ass hair. I'm just like irritated today. But yeah, I tried. I tried. So, with that being said, let me start recording. Let me get my life together. I should have had this done already. But our first video is called The Great Reptar Adventure. Of course, it's a MeatCanyon video for Rugrats. I ain't got time for this, but we gonna see.
Reptar Chucky? No.
Wait, what?
Have you seen Reptar Chucky? No. I thought you had him.
You're drunk at 11 a.m., Stu?
Oh.
Really?
Hey, don't you fucking talk to me like that! Not in front of my child!
You were supposed to take him to the doctor's office this morning, but you were too drunk and high.
Would you get off my fucking back, Dee Dee? We all have our problems, okay? How about we talk about you and Chaz? I've seen what you two have been doing, and you have the audacity to come home and sleep in
Wait,
my
I think I
bed.
saw Reptar
down,
by the
Stu.
front door.
Do you want the whole
Well,
neighborhood
what
to
are
know
we
we're
waiting
confused?
for?
Oh, fuck
Let's
you,
go!
bitch. You know, sometimes you make me want to...
Stay back, Stu. You always get so violent when you're drunk.
Dee Dee, I'm gonna bash your fucking brains in. And then we can see how much of Chaz's dick you could suck.
You stay back.
Now all this going on in the
A
background.
gun? Like you even know how to use that.
Chaz has been teaching me. Don't come a step closer, Stu. I mean it. I'm taking the kids, and we're leaving.
Dee Dee, if you even think about taking my child away from me, I will fucking end you.
Stu,
I feel so uncomfortable.
You...
Here he is. I finally found Reptar, Chucky. Tommy, look. My daddy's here.
Didi, I came as soon as I could.
I did it, Chaz. I finally shot that son of a bitch.
What the fuck?
The last thing I get to see is the limp dick fucking retard that's plowing my horrible wife.
You know, Stu,
What even is
I
this?
never liked you.
Big fucking surprise, asshole.
Oh, Stu. Tommy's not your kid. He's mine. Oh, fuck. It's the cops. Let's get out of here, Didi.
What about our boys?
Fuck those stupid kids. We have to get down to Mexico. This is what we've been preparing for.
Hey, don't move.
Fuck you. Didi, shoot that son of a bitch.
Oh my God.
11825, code 6.
Yeah, I got 3 dead bodies down at 324 Cherokee Street. We also have 2 live infants at the scene as well. Yeah. Uh-huh. All right, then. Thank you. All right, come on. Yep. You're going to foster care since, you know, I had to blow away your mommy and daddy. They were bad people. You're gonna find yourself a new family.
Tommy, where are we going? Don't worry, Chucky. This is the beginning to an amazing adventure.
This is so What did we just watch? Like, what was that? I feel uncomfortable. The next video is Invincible Man 3. It's only 3 minutes, so let's get into that one.
5 more minutes and we're leaving.
Why we out here at the park this late anyway? See, this strike one. Not snatch the little girl back up the slide. Girl, why are y'all out here? Ain't no way. Go look for your child.
Okay, time to go home.
I drew a picture for you.
Thanks.
The fuck?
Who's that man sitting next to me?
That look like a man. Girl.
Jacob, come on.
So you ain't gonna go look for this girl?
How do you know my name?
Girl, this the dumbest. Somebody draw a picture for you, know your name, you never met them. Where is the little girl? You ain't gonna check. I was finna say.
Lily, time to go.
Child, she belong to the streets.
Lily, is that you?
I know I'm gonna have to take these things out because I'm hungry.
Lily?
Air Force activity. Girl. Get snatched. The fuck? Not the little. It was the little boy. He out here acting like a Calypso. Child, y'all got me fucked up. Y'all got me fucked up.
Strange.
Not today. Child, at the playground. Who at the park that late? Like, I could see if I'm like, if I was walking or some shit like that, and it was like right by my house, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, you gonna let this little girl go on the slide by herself? And it's night, and you ain't even paying attention to see if any predators in the area? Child. Catch one of these things. The next one is, I think, like from the same people, ACM official, The Smiling Woman 6. We're gonna get into that one. 1 o'clock, and I wash right alone. Oh, girl, I hate when people do that. Ain't nothing in there. That's what your ass get. Nothing in there. Now you know you got asthma and you was sucking on that cup like that. Girl, you ought to be ashamed. Stop. I hate when my kids do that. Like, stop selecting on that shit. Get something else to drink or not. Oops, somebody stole your panties. Oh. What is that? That's not yours? This is why I used to hate laundromats. Like, if wasn't nobody in there.
I think your dress got mixed up with my clothes.
So she was in the laundromat butt booty naked, waiting to get that dress? Block. Who is this? Why y'all be asking? I don't want to know. Get from here. Ooh, not the door lock. Child, them clothes would have been there till another day. And she in this nasty ass laundromat with no fucking shoes on. Girl. You should have bust her ass upside the head with something walking like that. Oh, now her eyes glowing red now. Child. Oh, not the body bag, and they put her in the yellow dress.
So what happened? Poor girl died of an asthma attack.
No, she didn't. She ain't had that makeup on or no yellow dress. What kind of shit is that? Not this. So is that not the same thing? Is that not what we just watched?
I've been questioned.
Oh, it's more than one. Why didn't you send me Smiling Woman 1 if it's more than one of these? Okay, we're gonna watch one just to see what happens in one and see if all these connected. I just realized they sent me 6 instead of 1. See, they all got the yellow dresses. Child, y'all be out here. And they barefooted with just the yellow dress. What is happening? How y'all even start this? I ain't trying to be in situations like these by myself.
Hello? Can I help you?
No. That's weird.
Hello?
Who? Girl. Y'all be pissing me off. And how they get their number? Like, this shit don't make sense. I see you. Meat skater. You can have all of that.
What do you want?
Child, they trying to recruit you for the yellow dress code. You're the perfect size for this dress. Child, the way they walk. I would have been beat. You see that big ass bag she holding? I would have beat the shit out of that girl. See if she was still smiling in. Now how they gonna lie and say she died? Poor girl, she studied too hard. I'm so behind streaming. The Smiling Woman. Child, I'm gonna have to watch some more of these one day. Y'all make sure y'all check out their channel, ACM Official. Make sure y'all check them out. Make sure y'all check out MeatCanyon because that was our first video. Our next video and possibly our last video is gonna be Don't Peek. I gotta see what time it is when I get through with this because I'm late for my stream already. But this is Don't Peek by Julie and Terry. Y'all can see the information. Y'all check out their channel. Let's see what this is about. Don't peek, child. 2. Don't breathe, don't peek, don't look, don't hear. Is she playing Animal Crossing? She fucking playing Animal Crossing. Right when the update about to come out and I'm about to start playing again, I don't feel comfortable. I just realized the name of this shit said Don't Peek. Bitch, wait a minute. I know you lying. She got a magic switch. When they made this, I just realized she got a mask over there on the thing, bitch. This was Corona times. She think this shit funny. I don't know. That's a little demonic to me. Okay. All right, Sarah. Okay. Uh-huh. What you see now? What you see, Sarah? Ain't no motherfucking way, bitch. I would have logged out of this so fast. Turn that shit off. Turn it off, Sarah. Sarah. I hear the footsteps. Okay, but you ain't gonna turn it off? Girl, turn that shit off. What's wrong with you? Y'all, these decisions. See, should have turned the game off. Child, they done made Nintendo Switch a demonic weapon. Child, let me play Animal Crossing and shit in my damn room start moving. Ain't no way. You better, Now will you let me out? Will you let me out of what? The game? The fact that she couldn't reply, it was just like, will you let me out, yes or no? I've been like, what are you gonna do for me? Girl, the thing probably looking right at you and you don't even know. I can't. Not that don't pink, I'm shy. Oh my god, I see it in the background. Y'all saw it? Hell no, that shit was standing up in the doorway. I don't know about this. Not that shit making her click yes. Child, just cover your eyes forever. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Don't go looking for it. Child, just log out. Okay. Y'all, I'm tired. That one got me. That one got me, y'all. Is she in the game now? Child, not them making Switch scary. Oh my god. That was a good one though. That was good. That one got me. That one got me. Good lord. The comments say Don't Peek is officially becoming a feature film with yours truly in the director's chair. How they gonna pull that off? Not this horror film brought to you by Nintendo. Yeah, I was like, they got a Switch in here, but I'm like, how y'all gonna put it off? It must gonna have another concept because I can't see Nintendo being like, yeah, go ahead. Nintendo be suing everybody. I don't know. That one got me though, y'all. That one got me. I'm gonna try to do one more real quick since it's Halloween. Well, the day before. This one is called There's Something in the Fields Behind My Apartments. It's a creepypasta that's supposed to have sound too.
Myself to be much of an explorer. I never really considered myself to be much of an explorer or even a particularly brave man. However, that hasn't seemed to stop me from getting.
Is this the same man that was telling us about the man the wrong way?
It was around 3 months ago that my girlfriend of 4 years left me for another man. And she really was the last tether keeping me grounded to any semblance of a social life. Don't get me wrong, I have friends that I love to see, but most live across the Metroplex, about an hour's drive, so it's a rare day when I make the effort to drive out there, and even more rare to have them drive out to see me. For the past 3 months, I've gone through most of the stages of a breakup: sorrow, self-pity, hopelessness, and anger. But even after taking a look at myself, I decided there were a few things I could improve. And although I'm not in particularly bad shape, I wanted to sculpt my physique to something more attractive to women.
I'm trying to figure out how we get.
Problem,
he's talking about himself and say there's something in the fields behind my apartments. How we get here?
Not everything in my life has to be handed to me, but I've learned to put the least amount of effort into any and all activities as possible. So rather than buying a gym membership and taking the 5-minute drive down the road, I decided I'd simply build myself a home workout center and do some ab blasting in my apartment. I only recently moved in this place about a month before my ex left me, sharing a 2-bedroom with absolutely no one.
Okay.
It lies in the far corner of the complex on the 2nd story, and the balcony gives me an excellent view of the enormous soccer fields and the woods beyond that. The only problem is, the landlady lives underneath me, and I learned fairly quickly that the whole home gym setup was a bust, as almost immediately when doing reps with the weights I bought, I heard the crotchety old woman banging on my floor with a broom handle, commanding me to keep it down. As irritating as it was, walking on eggshells all the time, I supposed it was understandable. So I opted to cut corners some other way. And rather than doing the smart thing and hitting the gym, my eyes turned to the vast fields at my very doorstep. The fields were simply massive, stretching back several hundred yards, surrounded by dense woodland on all sides other than the front, which faced my apartments, and the equally large parking lot, which was sunken in such a way as to be unseen from the main road that led to it. It was October when I first checked out the fields. I live in Texas, so it doesn't get cold here until December, if at all.
Why you gotta live in
I had
Texas?
plenty of time to get familiar with the area before winter hit. I only went at night, preferably past midnight or even 1 a.m, when the large floodlights were shut down and all the late-night teenagers were done with their shenanigans. I would slip through the decrepit fence that shoddily guarded my apartment and disappear into the night. And during this time, I felt amazing, completely uninhibited and alone, just the way I liked it. I would bring out my weights, do laps around the field, and heck, I even brought a few buddies out there once or twice to have some drinks and play soccer once it had cleared out. And although I will admit going out there in pitch black alone with nothing but the moonlight could be slightly unnerving at times, it was far better than the alternative. At least, at first.
I guess these are weird to me because I'm watching a video, but I'm not
As
watching
my
a video.
isolation
Somebody's
grew,
talking.
my sleep schedule strayed from the norm, and it wasn't long before I found myself awake at odd hours of the night. And about a week ago was a particularly rough one. After fruitlessly lying in bed for almost an hour and not even feeling my eyelids flutter once, I realized my efforts to fall asleep were futile.
Is he just talking?
And I found myself crawling out of bed at 1 a.m. It's strange. Many of the times I find myself drawn to the field. It's almost as if I'm not in control of my body movements or even my own thoughts. And as I threw on a jacket in preparation for the chilly embrace outside, I glanced out my bedroom window, finding, to my bemusement, that the floodlights in the field were still on.
Okay.
Because it was so late, I figured one of the workers must have forgot to turn off the light for the night, and initially thought little of it, grabbed my phone and headed outside. I was feeling strangely courageous that night, confidently strutting out onto the barren field, dropping off my shirt and my jacket near the edge, feeling like the biggest man in the world. And after putting some music on my phone, I headed to the center of the wasteland, halfway expecting to see someone out there, waiting for me. The overpowering luminescence of the floodlights, combined with the sharp contrast of the utter and complete darkness of the forest encompassing it, made for an odd sensation indeed. But I still found myself walking to the center of the field and simply observing my surroundings. In the darkness, in the early hours of the morning, it is easy for one's mind to play tricks on them, and it was not uncommon for me in the past to do a double take over my shoulder whenever I thought I saw a shadow sprinting through the night, only to see a harmless flag, or feel a wave of fear crawl up my spine when I heard a rustling behind me, only to discover a plastic bag in the breeze. But this night felt different. The glaring light cast long, dark shadows across the field, and as I marched around, cold and alone, with only David Bowie blaring from my phone to keep me company, I felt remarkably uncomfortable. After kicking a soccer ball around the field for less than 5 minutes, a strong gust of wind hit my shirtless body, leaving me shuddering involuntarily. But this was met by a loud clanging sound of metal on metal, from the woods at the edge of the field, which halted my shuddering almost immediately as I stood, still as a statue, with goosebumps quickly forming up my arms. As I mentioned, it was not uncommon for there to be noises around the field, even at night, and I quickly rationalized that the wind had knocked something against the large metal garbage can at the edge of the field, creating the clanging noise I had heard earlier, and I continued with my workout, still in the zone, but alert. David Bowie abruptly shut off, jarring me into glancing at my phone. Damn it, I thought out loud. The battery had died. That's when I heard the clanging noise again, and my head snapped back towards where I perceived the noise to have originated from. I waited several seconds. No wind this time. For those who don't know, in a large field such as this, it's nearly impossible to pinpoint where a noise is coming from because of the effect echoes can have in such a wide, unobstructed space. But I had a distinct feeling it was not coming from the garbage can at the other end of the field. I had enough fun for the night. Without glancing back, I put my phone in my pocket and started jogging away from the center of the field and back towards the hole in the fence that led directly to my apartment. And that's when it happened. The floodlights went out. I kid you not, every single one of the damn lights turned off instantly. Here I was, damn near naked, eyes watering from the cold and goosebumps covering every inch of my body, when darkness took the field. That's when my jog turned into a sprint. I felt exposed, alone, and oh so vulnerable. I'm not a feeble or cowardly man, but I knew anyone or anything out there messing with me so late at night had to be even crazier than I was. I still had about 100 yards to run when I glanced behind me. I don't know whether to be grateful or terrified that I saw nothing in the shadows of the night, but either way, I ran harder and faster than I had in a long, long time. My terror was so severe, I completely forgot to grab my shirt or jacket, but immediately relief overtook me once I entered the premise of the complex, squeezing through the broken fence, racing up the stairs, and slamming and locking the door behind me. Breathing heavily, I stumbled over to the kitchen table, my legs and lungs both burning with white-hot pain. I was shaking,
What is white-hot?
but I was alright. I threw on a shirt, almost completely forgetting about the one I left behind, and started boiling some water for some tea when I knew I could finally relax. And that's when I heard it. Knock, knock, knock.
So I'm about to bust out the snacks long as they take.
3 knocks on my door, my front door, at 2 in the morning. Law enforcement. That was the first thought I had. They had finally busted me for trespassing all those times. But I figured if I just calmly explained myself, maybe they'd let me off with a warning. I walked over to my door and grabbed my doorknob. But something stopped me from turning and pulling it open. Instead, I lowered my eye to the circular peephole in the door, figuring I might as well see who it was before I opened. I shakily backed away from the door, with goosebumps immediately re-emerging on my arms and neck as the familiar sensation of dread radiated throughout my body. I glanced at the door to make sure it was locked, and for good measure ran up and threw on the deadbolt, when a second series of thumps reverberated throughout my small apartment. My view of the peephole had been completely black, meaning someone had covered it for a reason that God only knew. But it couldn't have been good. I went out to get my jacket and shirt the next day when the sun was high in the sky, bringing some semblance of warmth and order to the world. The field was full of parents and kids happily playing soccer, but my articles were gone, along with any signs that anyone or anything was out there the night before. That was 5 days ago. And every night since, the lights in the field have remained on until 2 a.m. without fail. And every single night, at the same time, I hear that metallic clanging in the field, whether there be wind or not, followed soon by that familiar thudding at my door. I suppose going to my apartment immediately after was a poor choice, as now, whatever's out there in that field knows who I am and knows where I live. I don't know what to do. I think I should move. Maybe I'll move back to my parents. I don't know. I need to get away and...
Child, if someone want you that bad, they gonna follow you over there too.
It was this morning that really sent me over the edge.
Are we chilling?
I opened my door at 8 a.m. in order to head to work. When I nearly stepped on something, I picked up a ragged piece of cloth apprehensively, thinking it to be a garment of some homeless vagrant, when it dawned on me. Although horribly mutilated and torn to shreds, it was still recognizable. I dropped the cloth in horror. It was my jacket. Even now, as I write this, I regret to inform you. I hear it. Knock, knock, knock.
Who is it? Let me stop. Well, alright, my boos and my booettes. That is officially the last Saturday scare for the month, the day before Halloween. We got a couple spooks here and there. I don't think them creepypastas really do shit for me. Maybe it's just because I'm just sitting here listening to somebody tell their story versus like actually saying stuff. I don't know. Now, the webtoons that are scary, that you have to read yourself, that sometimes have the little jump scares or sounds, those scare me more than like that. But yeah. But I appreciate y'all supporting me as always. Hopefully y'all enjoyed today's Saturday Scares. Like I said, by the time y'all get this, I'm pretty sure I'm already streaming. I think I'm doing the OG Halloween and Hocus Pocus on Twitch. The link should be in the description if y'all want to drop by and say hello. And then I will be on YouTube streaming games after I finish the movies. So with that being said, happy spooky season, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.